it's going to be it's going to matter so much in terms of what Midnight can pull off, because I think Yez is just super confident, but we're actually going to run it to a small battlefield.
Yeah, and what I said, small battlefield, you know, it's like PS2 except smaller, obviously, so that's not entirely true, but just go with it.
It's actually just small PS. It's small PS2, not small Battlefield. But honestly, like it works. Again, it works well for both because nobody really suffers except for when you get called out. One of the best things that Ike has in this matchup, easy, is the fact that it's so easy to react with such a massive punish on that teleport. And Yez is going to either erupt or down air that almost every single time.
Yep, that's such an insane start though, like, because Midnight was even acting like very unconfident in Twitch chat before going into the set, so yeah, that kind of start can't help Midnight either. I can see this being a quick 3-0 if Midnight is just kind of shook now. And look at this, Yes is just absolutely inside Midnight's head. That forward smash not even killing it, like you need to get that forward smash to kill. That's a hard read you just burned right away.
You made me had to dig back through Twitch chat real quick. I didn't realize it was talking in there. So it's okay, all right, yeah. So apparently, here we go. So apparently, the last two times they had played prior to this, Midnight was up on Yez, which is not too surprising because the matchup was in Palu's favor. But Yez is one of those people who just adjusts and learns so quick, and just baiting out the roll right there, or at least covering it with that F tilt. And with the stock lead up, this is where Yez gets super frightening.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, full stock lead up, and like, you know, this matchup is not like super easy for Palutena at all. You know, we've seen this before, how it's not just a free matchup for her. Like, it has a lot of tools, and at this rate, you know, it's hard. Yes, seems to be just so on point, getting little combos, but these combos aren't that big of a deal for Ike. Like, he's a heavyweight character, he can afford to take the damage. He's like, it's like DD Light where, you know, he doesn't get 0 to 80 for free, he gets 0 to 40 for free, and then the game turns on after that point in most matchups. Maybe
exactly. It's how do you close out that stock afterwards, like beating out the Ike, getting those edge guards, and just forcing him to respect you. But it's just like you can already see, like Yez after that after getting that stock is not putting on a lot of respect. For one, putting out these quick draws to beat out, just kind of put a quick option, maybe trying to like get in. But we've seen Yez use a few times a short hop quick draw to beat a guest like explosive flame or auto reticle. That's a quick way to get somebody to stop zoning.
Yeah, for sure. It's such a scary burst option. It's an aerial dash attack. Like, on a character that you expect to keep you away. That's horrifying. You're just there, running into forward tilt. You know,
yeah, and just running right into it twice. And speaking still on that, like, sure, it's only 6 or 7%, right? Except Ike's now back in your face. So for 6 to 7%, you no longer have position. And you now have to possibly run away and get called out on something that you weren't expecting to do before when you thought you were going to keep him out. Yez, it seems like Yez has just figured out a majority of the defense of Midnight here in this set, and that is detrimental to anyone fighting Ike. But when you're here in Losers Finals, and this is your last chance in the bracket, you have to figure it out fast. Where do you think they switch to? Possibly PS2, or do you think it's more of a flat stage?
I think PS2. I actually like how you mentioned the defense thing, because we talked about this last week, right? Where once you figure out someone's defensive habits, that is just the game changer. Like, you can make any matchup look good if you know how someone's going to react after the gang hits.
Yep, at 100%. Flowchart is good. Defensive habits means you win. Once you get a hold of how somebody likes to behave, and also just like not only that, but the approach game, that it's so important. Shutting down every tool, but you just make everything look like a genius play once you start to catch on to how somebody likes to behave.
Yeah, and with that said, you know, unless like we should probably just look out for the amount of times where Yez calls out Midnight's defensive habits. You know, the amount of times where Yez calls out air dodge, a double jump, whatever. Right there, just to jump onto the platform, air dodge down, dash grab, and caught Midnight. That.
I love when I see that. I love when I see that, because that option is something you can't do too often. But and look at that there. Once again, using the short hop, like that wasn't actually a double jump. Using the quick draw to get in on that, and that is just another way to make it so Midnight feels like I can't zone. And that was really good coverage. Not gonna KO just yet.
82%, and you know, Yez almost died there. That was. Actually, not really almost died, but that was kind of scary. That's sending a message at least that up there can start killing there.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Good job delaying that recovery, but my goodness, the coverage.
absolutely calls out Midnight hold the ledge there. Just very quick stock right there, you know? Only a minute and a half, and Yes has a sizable lead.
And now, like, that's such a scary spot now, right? Because before you got down air, then you delayed to play around the down air, and
oh my god.
If that was any bit lower, that could have been a free stock for Midnight. So good, luckily for Yes, able to get back in. Oh no, where are you going? You better run away. Yeah, run away from that platform.
Yeah. And not gonna make that back, so that's a nice stock. Calls out the double jump from Yes, and I can't make it back to that double jump.
Yep. Yeah, that's the big thing, that right there, just getting that recovery so huge. And again,
the side B in again, yeah, you mentioned this before.
It has been the most consistent zone breaking option out of Yes, and now it forces the hand of Midnight to have to box. Except Yes has been winning on the boxing option, so if Midnight can find a way to just somehow beat out the aggressive approach from Yes, this is still very doable. I mean, even here, the percents have been even though it looks like it shouldn't be. And oh no!
Oh my god!
Had to call but missed.
Midnight had the read too. That's so unfortunate. That's not gonna kill us unless.
Yes,
it is. Oh my god!
Yeah, and that right there was conditioned by the 2 down airs. Even though it was a completely different move, Yes showed that he had the timing of that up B. So he baited it out by waiting a little bit longer. He's like, oh wait, it didn't work, so now I could buffer on because he's probably gonna let go, missing the timing.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that. And now, suddenly, Yes, he's not up too much to be fair, but he is constantly winning the first stock exchanges.
Yep. Explosive Flame still not going to do it just yet, but that is so important because even if you're able to get the KO, if you're not able to get the KO first consistently, you're going to run into situations like this. The Explosive Flame still not going to do it just yet, but this, just barely missing the punish window.
Alright, and a nice side to clean up that stock, nothing crazy, and now, last stock, only a slight lead for Midnight. You wouldn't think that, but Midnight has been keeping it very competitive, despite what feels like Yes being in Midnight's head. Oh, and just look at that, Midnight takes the...
Force the air dodge. That's a counter. I don't think that's going to get back, because there's another one. Is he going to be able to make it back? Oh no! That's a down air!
No!
Oh my god!
Oh, you can't let that happen!
Oh my god, everything about that stock should have gone Midnight's way. And Yes said no, not today. Like, how do you bounce back from that? To be honest, like you got 2 counters in a row. You decide to finally try to hit the top part of Ether. That's not Crumb. There is a hitbox there. And decided to go for it. You get free damage consistently. Either way, though, wow, that is huge for Yes, because that could have easily been the game right there for Midnight.
Yeah, right? And you had some ways to end that. You could just full hop and then wait for the up B and then fast fall down air. You can keep going for the counters, hoping Yes does not get the perfect up B height. You can actually charge an up smash there on reaction to Ike up being let go of it and hit him. You have some ways to end that game, and just fell off and died. And Yes could have also, when he saw Midnight running off stage, could have just up B'd, held down, and I think the suicide would have killed Midnight. Actually, no, it wouldn't have killed Midnight first.
Yeah, so like the fair was not it. That was literally the one. That was the one option you had that didn't have the ability to clank or Okay, all right. So this is not something I expected. We're seeing Congo Boy come out. We're gonna see Donkey Kong coming into the matchup here, forcing Midnight off of the Palu, and we're actually Okay, then. So, all right. A lot of confidence in Midnight to come here. Even I know Donkey Kong can succeed here on Smash Bros. 2, but with the way that Yes has been playing, I think you want more room to run away from Yes compared to giving the shorter stage.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I think this DK is just a Hail Mary. Let's just go DK. Let's just go Smash Bros. And pray I can make something happen. Because I'm like watching this and it's like, you can... Okay.
Actually, looking in chat, somebody's saying DK is Midnight's best character. So, then... All right, I'm happy to see it. I want to see it put in some work, because already the first stock going in, looking for a roll is from roll in is Yes.
Bro, but the thing is, if you lose to like this DK, you just have to be like as Yes. Like,
oh my god, he's getting
tilted
hard right now. Like Midnight was chasing every single defensive option, and now at this percent, you have to be careful with some of these nairs and these swings. Never mind. Never mind. Got rid of the KO punch. Or the the giant punch.
With that said, you know, I think cargo up throw will kill now. Yeah, this should kill. Never mind. Midnight didn't execute it perfectly. Let go of a little bit too early. But still, 110%.
Another thing, too, is Yes has to be careful with being near the ledge because Ike is one of the characters you can pull off the run-off cargo throw, down throw, and Ike has a very hard time making it back! But speaking of people who have a hard time making it back, pulling, ripped right off the stage by the Ether once again, this time actually getting the spike out of it.
Okay, so all this work Midnight's been put in. I feel like every single game, Yes has stolen at least one stock from Midnight.
Oh my god! So